Do you think you will be singing and making records again?
Yeah, I'll be singing at 80.
At 80.
And making records. Yeah.
If only for one night, let me keep you near to ease away fear.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? Here I am in Edison, New Jersey, and this is kind of an odd stop for me. I was on my way to, well, I was coming from Princeton, which is south of here, going north, and I always had plans to do Luther Vandross's grave. Luther Vandross, one of the greatest singers, had one of the greatest voices of all time. I was trying to think when I was driving over here. I was like, Aretha, Whitney, George Michael, Luther Vandross, some of the greatest voices. Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, top 5, that's top 6. But Luther Vandross, right up there. I think it was like 11 consecutive platinum albums, 8 Grammy Awards, the Velvet Voice, Luther Vandross. And I knew where his home was in New York City then, but I knew that he passed away somewhere in New Jersey, and I just happened to Google it while I was driving, because I was like, I know it's somewhere not near New York City. I'm kind of, well, I'll show you on a map right now where I am in conjunction to New York City. And I was like 2 minutes away, which actually ended up being about 20 minutes with traffic. But it's right here where Luther Vandross passed away in this JFK University Medical Center right here, July 1st, 2005. I know that in April 2003 he had a stroke which left him in a coma for 2 months. And then July 1st, 2005, he died of a heart attack here. Luther Vandross, right here. So not my usually I go to the homes of where somebody passed away. I didn't really have plans to stop at a hospital, and because it's impossible to park usually, and you can't really go inside a hospital and film and that sort of thing. But this is it. And it's a really, really nice area. New Jersey is a beautiful state. Not a lot of people realize that, I don't think, how beautiful it is. But, I mean, this is just like kind of industrial here, but it's all nice houses up and down. And then, you know, the cities, when you get into Newark and Hoboken, across the river from New York, you know, that's when it's really just crazy and packed. And, you know, that's, you know, Jersey when you think of New Jersey, that sort of thing. But New Jersey, a huge, big, beautiful state, lots of farmland. And then these suburbs are just always gorgeous and great people. And Luther Vandross, right here. As you can see, it's an older building. It's been around for quite a while. Wasn't what I expected it to look like. This is it right here. Edison, New Jersey, JFK Medical Center. This is where we lost Luther Vandross in 2005. Luther is buried up in New York, not too far from here. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. Or the next day, because I've got other places to stop on the way as I'm going north. But we're going to visit the final resting place of the great Luther Vandross. So I'll see you in a couple days. But for me, it's going to be a couple of days or a day. For you, it's going to be like that. All right, let's go. Well, just a day later, I made it out to Paramus, New Jersey, and I believe I'm in the right spot for Luther Vandross. We're going to take a walk around this outdoor mausoleum here, and yeah. The pin on Find a Grave, which I've talked about before, Find a Grave is excellent for finding graves. And you can just press a button, it'll take you right to where the grave is. Sometimes more of a general area. So we'll walk around, I'll talk about Luther Vandross while we got there. Well, till I get there. That's what I meant. It's going to be interesting to see Luther Vandross's grave. What a legend. Wow. He was born in New York City, I know that. And, oh wow. This reminds me of somewhat of Forest Lawn, Hollywood Hills, except a lot colder, that's for sure. He had a song called Everybody Rejoice that was in The Wiz, and that was in 1972. Then he started recording commercial songs, and he was a backup singer and arranger for David Bowie, Bette Midler, Barbara Streisand. Gotta get it right for Barbara. And he signed with Epic Records, Epic, of course, Michael Jackson's label as well at one point. And released his debut album, Never Too Much, and that sold 1 million copies, his debut album. Released a whole bunch of albums throughout the 80s, partnered with the great Aretha Franklin. In the early 1990s, that's kind of when he made a crossover into pop success. He won his first Grammy in 1991 for Here and Now. And Power of Love, 2 in 1992 for Power of Love, and a 4th in 1997 for Your Secret Love. Then, of course, he did Endless Love, the remake of Endless Love, the song with Mariah Carey. And as I said, he suffered a stroke 2003, and he never really recovered from that stroke. You know, there he is. Oh, wow. There he is, right there. I was walking around and around, and he's right there. Luther Vandross. July 1st, 2005. Dance with My Father has to be one of the most popular songs played at a wedding. Wow. Look how, an absolute legend. You kind of just think, I'm not shocked. Sort of. I expected more to be here. I did bring a rock, of course, for Luther. I knew it was an outdoor mausoleum. Sometimes we put flowers on the side. You leave a rock there. But I don't like to leave rocks here because people can trip over them. I'll put it right here on top of this one. It's a really cool rock, too. Mr. Vandross. Wow.
I'll be at your side, if only for one night. Yeah, yeah. If only for one night.
Cold, gray day here in New Jersey. It was sunny out earlier. There's the final resting place of Luther Vandross. Wow. Go for a little walk, take a look around here. Wow, it is huge, this outdoor mausoleum. Look at this. And people have asked before, these would be caskets when they're that size. Ashes here interred. When it's the smaller ones. This is it's just a gray, cold day, so it has a lonely kind of feeling to it. Oh, who's this gentleman? 2021. Just 33 years old. So it has kind of a lonely, cold feeling, and not just cold from the weather. Just I don't know. Again, very simple. Very, very simple grave. Humble. That was my visit to the late, great, inspiring, wonderful, amazing Luther Vandross. Wow. Yeah. Beautiful cemetery. It's just odd feeling. Okay. Rest in peace, Luther. Thanks for the music. Love you all. Peace out.